My name's Tim Graham. I've been flying for 21 years. The national body, the Balloon Federation of America, it has national championships, and they used to stay in each town for 3 years at a time. And my wife was part of the team that looked at them for Columbia, Missouri. And so as she learned more about ballooning, I went along with her, and we both fell in love with the sport. And it was in our long-term plans to get a balloon, and we made it our short-term plans. And
cool.
We've never regretted the decision. And actually, our first balloon was named No Regrets.
Perfect. Tell us a little bit about the balloon. What are we looking at here?
This is a 2013 Head 77,000 cubic foot balloon. It's made in Helen, Georgia. Made by a very small team of seamstresses and craftsmen. The ballooning business is really not very big, and so the people who make it are generally in small teams. My wife and I drove down to Georgia and bought the balloon and drove it back. And it carries 2 to 3 people comfortably and fly, up to about an hour and 45 minutes or 2 hours on the fuel it carries.
In your years of piloting, have you ever had any close calls or scary moments?
I had some scary moments. Years ago when I was a young pilot, we flew up in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and unknown to us, there was a thunderstorm about 200 miles away that had collapsed. And when a thunderstorm doesn't come to maturity and just collapses, all that air and energy has to go somewhere. And we were flying at about 5 knots of wind, having a wonderful time close to the ground, and the wind changed to 30 miles an hour and stayed there for 20 minutes. And so I had to land the balloon at 30 miles an hour, and normally we land at about 4 or 5 miles an hour. So everything turned out fine. It was very exciting, a little bit scary, but actually the National Weather Service wrote a white paper on that phenomenon from that event. So that's one of my scary calls.